Iran's Judiciary Chief Raps S. Arabia for committing war crimes in YemenTEHRAN FN. Iran's Judiciary Chief Sadeq Amoli Larijani blasted Saudi Arabia for bombing and massacring innocent Yemeni people, describing it as an instance of war crime. Yemen has been occupied and bombed by the Saudi military forces for nearly 3 years. These bombings have inflicted many damages on the country, and the brutal killing of the oppressed Yemeni people is an instance of war crimes, Amoli Larijani said, addressing the senior judiciary officials in Tehran on Monday. He also voiced concern about the unprecedented famine in Yemen, in noting that 100 children are dying every day for the lack of food and medicine in the country. Amoli Larijani also blasted the organizations which claim to be advocates of human rights for keeping mum on the Saudi crimes in Yemen. Saudi Arabia has been striking Yemen since March 2015 to restore power to fugitive President Mansur Hadi, a close ally of Riyadh. The state-styled aggression has so far killed at least 15,000 Yemenis, including hundreds of women and children. Despite Riyadh's claims that it is bombing the positions of the Ansarullah fighters, Saudi bombers are flattening residential areas and civilian infrastructures. According to several reports, the Saudi air campaign against Yemen has driven the impoverished country towards humanitarian disaster, as Saudi Arabia's deadly campaign prevented the patients from traveling abroad for treatment and blocked the entry of medicine into the war-torn country. The cholera outbreak in Yemen, which began in April, has also claimed over 2,200 lives and has infected 900,000, as the nation has been suffering from what the World Health Organization (WHO) describes as the largest epidemic in the world, amid a non-stop bombing campaign led by Saudi Arabia. Also, Riyadh's deadly campaign prevented the patients from traveling abroad for treatment and blocked the entry of medicine into the war-torn country. According to reports, the cholera epidemic in Yemen, which is the subject of a Saudi Arabian war and total embargo, is the largest recorded in modern history. Meanwhile, the United Nations has described the current level of hunger in Yemen as unprecedented, emphasizing that 17 million people are now food insecure in the country. It added that 6.8 million, meaning almost 1 in 4 people, do not have enough food and rely entirely on external assistance. A recent survey showed that almost 1/3 of families have gaps in their diets, and hardly ever consume foods like pulses, vegetables, fruit, dairy products or meat. More than 3 million pregnant and nursing women and children under 5 need support to prevent or cure malnutrition.